You're listening to the Ochoman, Behind the Eight Ball, only on Ignotainment. Without further ado, the one, the only, Ochoman.
Behind the eight ball. All my life, that's where I...
Hola muchachos, my friends. It's the Ochoman, and it is September 25. 25 it is, my friends. Almost October.
Yeah, I didn't know we went to a monthly format here. We haven't been on the air in a while.
I know.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a break.
This is great. We'll see you again in, what, December?
All right, shut up for a second. We got our man Armand. Nick's on his way. He should be pulling up any minute now. Well, the aliens.
He's folding paper money and trying to find some sort of significance to.
Well, I tell you what, Nick makes out some real good points, and lately I have been checking shit out that he has said. So, a lot of stuff. I don't care.
Why don't
Whatever.
you check out what I say anytime?
Because,
I say a lot too. You don't bother.
I find you a little weird.
You wouldn't deign to check out my facts.
I don't want any dames you've been
Michael
with.
Michael Jackson's a clone. That's okay. The clone died. Did you read that on Facebook?
Yeah, I saw it.
Michael.
Yeah, the guy that died was not Michael Jackson. It was either his chimp or a clone, one or the other.
Who said that?
Who do you think? Who in this room would say that?
Oh, Nick said that.
That's it.
Our illustrious conspiratorial.
We'll get the goods on that when he gets here.
Yeah. In sports, my God, what has happened to my Cowboys?
Yeah, they're falling apart at the seams. I mean, they're
Tony
undefeated.
Romo.
Oh yeah, he's out
too.
He's
We
done.
got Des. What your doctor? Talk
in
to
some
me.
states, yes.
8 weeks. Is that 8 weeks that he's going to be out, or 8 weeks as in?
I didn't read the report, but I know if he broke his clavicle again.
Yeah, and they're not operating this time.
Well, no, but you still have to wait for the bone to heal, and
Is there
he's on a bone
anything they can
stimulator.
do?
A bone stimulator, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they have them on that, but if they'd like to consult with me, I'd be glad to render an opinion.
Hey, I wanted to bring up one thing that Ochoman said early on. Anyone who is a halfback in the NFL, you bring him into that organization with that offensive line, and they're able to run. It doesn't matter if it's DeMarco Murray. He's not the difference maker.
And you see what DeMarco Murray's doing now.
And he's now in Philadelphia. He has 8 yards a game, max.
8 yards? That's a lot compared to what he's been getting
and
in the
Bradford's
Cowboy
not
game.
setting the world on fire.
Awful.
He's
awful.
I love the Cowboy defense, but I don't know if it could hold up the whole time. I mean,
Who's
that's a
their
lot.
backup? I don't even know who their backup is.
Wheaton.
Yeah, Wheaton.
Wheaton?
Yeah, he is a good backup. He's a backup role. The guy. This was funny. Did you watch the game at all?
No, but I saw it on Sports Center where he broke his
Well,
collarbone.
I was in the
watched it,
hospital.
yeah.
I was in the hospital, and we'll get to that in a minute. But Wheaton's on the bench.
Yeah.
And he won't stand. He won't throw a ball or anything.
No. It's like
He wasn't even warming up.
you almost heard he's just sitting there with his hat on.
And the announcer goes, Aikman goes, I'm surprised he still hasn't gotten up. It was crazy. And he's kicking back.
While
he doesn't
Romo was writhing around on the field, and he knew he was going to.
Most QBs, they jump
That's
right
not me.
up. All right, so Nick's settling in right now. He'll be in the room in a minute.
I'm finishing my donut.
And what were we talking about? Wheaton he wasn't doing anything. This guy was kicking back. Aikman goes. Surprisingly, some quarterbacks stand up and start tossing them. And Wheaton looked like he didn't give a shit at all, man.
It was great.
Anyway,
Who is that guy?
he
I
came
don't
in.
even know him. Who is
he came in, went 7 for 7 with a touchdown pass. So
Did they win?
Yeah, they won again. So they're 2-0. But how can they? They got to go at least 5-3 before our man comes back, Romo, and that way
8 weeks doesn't. Well, I'd have to see the fracture.
it's a
of course,
shitty division. It's a shitty
It is a
division.
shitty division.
Yeah, did you see a game last night? The Giants and the Redskins. They both look horrible.
Yeah,
The Giants have blown 2 games.
yeah, but the Redskins are godforsaken bad.
That's because Eli is awful.
Eli, but I'm telling you right now, you're gonna fucking freak out about all those direct TV commercials with all these
Is
guys.
that enough's enough on those?
I tell you what's enough is those DraftKings.com. What is that other one that?
Oh, there's more than one?
No, there's 2. You
Okay,
always
there's 2?
see them. That
FanDuel.
FanDuel.
Oh, okay.
FanDuel
That's right. I wasn't even paying enough attention to know there were 2 of them, but
yeah,
they're
there's
the same
that
thing, I guess, right?
FanDuel, and then there's the DraftKings.com.
So-
Enough to drive.
Well, and you know what
Can
always
you give me the how do they obviously it's for money, profit, which I'm always for, but what's the deal with that? Can you explain why is it not the same as what you've been playing forever?
Well, it's a great item that they're doing because what it is it's like 1 week, 1 day. In 1 day, it's a win and lose type of thing. You know?
Whoever's got the best for that day,
best points that day wins it. And the thing about this is you don't have to play against 5,000 or 250,000 people to win that 2-3 million. You could have a room like us, 4 or 5 of us sitting there, and we could play against each other. They have private little rooms like that. They have like tables that you could play against one-on-one.
Like you're gambling in a casino, like playing poker against each other?
And they're just taking a little
And you make
percentile.
bets? Do you make bets?
No, you don't make bets.
No.
You're
That's
playing
how it's
your
legal.
team.
Yeah.
You put a bank in, or you put your money in a bank, right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
But you're taking your team. You're putting your team. You're formulating a team against what team he's got. At the final fucking second of the night's games, who's ever got the best record or best amount of points takes the pot. And
but what's the pot? That's what I'm asking. How do they decide?
It's like this. You put in $20, I put in $20.
Okay.
There's $20
Winner
tables,
takes whatever, 40 minus their juice.
Yeah, so they get $20, and these guys are doing like 7, 8 of these. They're taking on people one at,
okay.
and then they're making.
Well, how did this guy win?
$500.
It's like $2 million.
Oh fuck! I don't know.
Is that like a
about
grand
that.
prize to win the guy that? There's got to be like one of them out of everybody.
I don't know
I'm sure.
exactly how those work, and I think there's some collective language in there
think there's
about
some
how
shenanigans
much
there?
the guy really won.
Fellas.
Speaking of mountebanks and
Yes.
and deceit and deception, here's our man.
Our man Nick is here.
Nick
I'm
got
back.
here.
Dun dun dun.
Despite the machinations of CIA operatives and the Satan and
They're not going to stop me.
clones,
They're not going to stop him.
No, he made it. He made it. Thank God.
Yeah.
What's going on, Nick?
Well, you guys are swinging, huh?
We were talking-
we were
talking
little
sports
sports
because
out
we
of-
knew you wouldn't be interested.
Yeah,
Right.
we should get the sports out of the way.
Right on.
Right on. Hey, got a donut here
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. Have a donut, Nick.
Okay.
Relax.
Before this guy eats,
Yeah.
though.
I will.
Don't let me hit my stride here. There
So
won't be
how
any
you-
left besides.
How you feeling, Ocho, man? What,
I tell you what, Nick, that was the next segment I was going to get into, and I had a intestinal blockage, wall obstruction, and shit like that, and it was rough, my man. It really was because I was there Friday and or Thursday, and Thursday they sent me home. They said the CAT scan came negative, but my level of blood, I don't know. I don't know.
Your
all
white
that
blood
shit.
cell count was very high.
Yeah, it was very high.
so they send you back. They called you back.
And I said, I can't fucking take this. I'm fucking hurting. So I went in Friday. They admitted me in, and don't ever believe the bullshit hype they say you rest at a hospital. Fuck you. 11 o'clock, they're drawing blood or they're taking blood pressure. At 1 a.m., they're drawing, or not drawing, but they're taking blood pressure.
Or an EKG or a chest X-ray or.
Oh, Jesus.
You
again.
I got to turn this off, boys. Sorry about that.
No, I know what you mean. I used to work in a hospital. I was like an orderly, patient
Just
transporter.
fucking throw this fucking thing out here. I don't know. That's the second call. One was from you, Nick, so that's good.
Oh, well.
Did you ever have anything interesting happen in that job? Anything nuts? Anything crazy?
Yes.
I bet there was.
Let me finish my shit. Let me finish my shit. And you never get any fucking rest. And by 3 a.m., they taking another fucking blood pressure. And 5 a.m., they're drawing another blood. So in any case...
Yeah, but you said your nurses were beautiful.
Oh, I had a couple that were outrageously hot. I got to tell you, but I was in such bad... And it's so embarrassing because they kept giving me a shot to my... belly button, man, and it was like in the belly area they were giving me a shot.
I feel that you
Did
talked
they like
about
your
it.
six-pack?
And they seen my six pack, and
that half barrel you got.
you can't suck that in the hospital. You know, you're laying there.
And like, look, we know what you're doing, man.
Yeah,
Don't even-
like
And it's got hair on it.
what's got hair on it?
Your stomach.
That's your donkey dick, you fuck.
My stomach's got hair on it too.
Mine doesn't. I've shaved everything out.
You shaved your.
I still shave. I've shaved for the
Why?
last 5 because I don't like hair on the chest. Dude.
You shave your dick?
No, I don't shave that.
I shave my dick.
Yeah, you're a fag though. So.
No, I got laid last week.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Atta boy.
Hideous creature.
Hey!
Hideous
All right.
creature, but boy, I've had some oral skills.
I could tell, man. You look just a
I
little
feel
more
really good.
subdued.
Yeah, she was
and-
very good. Yeah. You know, I
it's showing,
actually
man.
I actually came twice in the same condom. That's how horny I was.
Jesus.
Without stopping. Without stopping.
That is quite the visual.
How do you do that?
I just kept going.
Well, you're
I didn't
probably
even
gonna
get
be
soft.
a dad.
Holy shit.
Just after I blew one in her mouth.
No, really. Are you
Three.
serious?
I don't
A
believe
three-bagger.
it, man. I don't believe
Yep.
this.
I'm not bullshitting.
No, that's honest to God truth.
I think he
Honest to God
really
truth.
did do it.
No, I do. I can do that. Can't you do that? You can't come twice?
No, fuck no. I don't want nothing near me after I'm done. I want to go to sleep.
Nah, that's just the intermezzo. You just keep going.
I'm
That's
not
the
talking about
entr'acte.
any Mets players. I'm telling you right now that I want to just wrap it
guy's
up.
ignorant. You're ignorant.
I want to wrap it up. I don't know what you Mets players do, but
You're one of those guys. You do it once, you go to sleep.
once I'm done. I'm done. I don't even want to
That's
fucking
married
touch
life.
it. I don't-
Nick, what about you? You got a girlfriend.
How
many
Don't put him on the spot. now.
I can't.
Put you
you
on
know
the
what?
spot. I can't put him
really,
on the spot.
I can't talk like that.
Well, no one fucks like you.
Putting a devil worshiper on the spot.
I'll just tell you this:
That's
we're healthy. I'll tell you that.
We're healthy. We're healthy.
That's a cop out. The young guy should be coming 4 or 5 times.
When?
I came 10 times with a woman. I swear to God.
Honey, bring the bucket in.
It took a day. It was in
10
one day.
times?
1 day. Yeah.
What, you milk like a cow or what?
It was in my old office. Well, I would have been 29.
Get 10 of those.
It's my old podiatry office.
Right.
Dusk to dawn. And then back to dawn. Dusk again.
Did you have her trapped in a corner or something?
We didn't have to. She was the
It
horniest
puts the
bitch
lotion
I've
on its
ever
skin.
had.
Jesus.
Unbelievable. It was great. She was blowing me. I couldn't even pull out of the parking spot. I had just met her. You know who fixed me up with her? Jeff Miller.
Oh, Jeff Miller, the guy that wears
Yeah.
those Daisy Duke shorts.
Right, that's him. Yeah.
Oh.
He fixed me up with her. And he warned me. He said, this gal is insatiable. You're not going to be okay.
He shaves his legs, too, I
He
think.
shaves everything, that guy.
Oh,
I
God,
think.
I don't want to hear about it.
Does his eyebrows. You know,
Oh,
he plucks
for
his
the love of
eyebrows.
God.
puts a little mascara on.
I was in fucking
Yeah, I'm going to
hospital.
lunch with him. I can't, you know.
You can't rip on him, right?
If he's a fag, I'm a fag.
All right.
Can't we talk about New World Order and clone celebrities?
We are in
and
a minute.
stuff?
After we
Okay.
talk about his impacted his calculus in his intestines.
No, hit it, man.
Sunday comes around, and he tells me if it doesn't improve by
Who tells you?
Monday,
Who is it,
the
GI
the
guy?
surgeon.
The surgeon.
The surgeon now.
Yeah,
Says
you had how many special? I want to get to the bottom of it. You had several special. They still couldn't figure out what was the matter with you.
No, they did. They found out after they gave me that stupid fucking thing. I
Did
had
you have a
to
barium
drink.
swallow?
Man.
Barium swallow.
Oh, that was horrible.
Man, you lost some weight.
I did. I've lost 14 pounds, man. And
It shows. I could totally see
Thanks,
that you've
man.
lost some
Thanks.
weight.
Yeah, I thought his beard was longer, but I think he just lost some of his face.
thank you, Dick. And you know,
I actually
Pay him a
thought that too,
compliment.
man. I did. I
it
thought
look
that
like his
too. I'm
beard's
like,
longer?
did he do something different with his beard?
Nah.
No, he's lost some weight. Man.
Anyway, Sunday he comes around and says to me, "We got to
Hey,
operate." If
by the way, tell the
go,
audience
go.
who came to
He
visit
finished
you.
his story.
Who came to visit you in the hospital?
Armand
Not Nick,
did.
not Chris.
You know what though? I didn't tell anyone.
You don't want
I didn't know
anybody
where he
visiting
was.
you in the
I-
hospital, man.
No, I don't want no one to see me with all those injections and all that shit.
You
It
were
was-
begging me to
What are you
come
gonna-
see you. What are you talking about?
Like,
I didn't want
you're like
everybody
family,
to come
you
see.
know?
Yeah,
I'm like family.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're close. You're
Yeah,
you're
these
like,
guys are just complete
No, these
alien
guys. I
strangers.
don't want these guys to see me with the fucking IVs hooked up on me and shit. You know, I like looking good. I don't like.
Nick would probably do a black mass or something in your room.
He would have helped me
Pray to
out. actually.
Beelzebub for.
I can't wait to see that movie. By the way, Black Mass by Johnny
Oh,
Depp. It
Johnny
looks
Depp,
damn
yeah.
fucking good.
Have you seen the makeup job they did on him?
Oh, he
My
looks.
God.
He doesn't.
It's like one of the Universal horror. You know, looks like Lon Chaney. Remember?
Ron Chaney. Yeah, well,
Not Lon Chaney.
Oh, that too. Okay.
Ron Chaney.
Anyway, what I was saying was he came in. He said that we may have to have an operation tomorrow or something if this doesn't improve. And next thing, Monday morning comes, I let out a little, and I go, "What the fuck?" I farted. Finally, I
Yeah,
farted.
it's a little gastric discharge.
And then you.
Fired your retro rockets, huh?
And next thing you know, dude, I'm pooping, and it was great. It was really good to get it out of my system. And
Well, now I
and
talked to you
that
the other
pain was
day, and you're
gone.
still not you're still not quite regular.
I'm not still
Are you,
quite regular.
You want me to prescribe some Colace or something?
No, you can't. They said don't take any medicine. This has got to do it on its own.
What do they know? Go to a foot doctor.
So did you see any hot nurses or anything?
Hot
like that?
we just
nurses,
talked about it. What's the
unbelievable.
matter with you?
It was unbelievable, Nick. It was there were 2 or 3 that came back to back, and you know what? That hospital is doing great. Those people really took care of me.
Oh,
I
cool.
just
Is
wish
that the
Is
sponsor
that our
for this show?
sponsor today?
Yes, very good. I got it first. I don't remember what was it, St. Luke's.
it was St. Luke's
Well,
Hospital.
St. Luke's is a physician. He's,
But I really want to give a plug out today for American Nut.
Well,
So that's our
I was
American
born
Nut.
there.
American Nut. Yeah.
What, they
I was
send you
born
some?
there.
Where were you born?
St. American
Luke's?
Nut?
Yeah, I was born there. Yeah. American Nut was born at St. Luke's, right?
Yeah. So that's about it. And I'm
Thank God you're healthy.
I'm healthy. We got the show back on the air here again, so people are going to start listening to our podcast. I've been getting a lot of emails saying we've been missing the show and so forth.
No kidding.
So, yeah,
Really?
we got,
Any
Chris called me yesterday and told me about
Chris,
it.
do we have any women that have missed the show?
Oh, they're all outside.
I can't go
They're
in
lining up
public
outside
without
the
somebody
door.
bothering
Yeah.
me about the show.
Yes,
you
we
know?
get
Are you
mobbed.
Nick D from the show? You know.
Hey, listen, I am ecstatic today because one of the people that I can't stand, John Boehner, has resigned.
Isn't he a
got kicked.
Republican?
I don't care. What do I care, Republican or Democrat? I don't care. I hate the son of a bitch.
All right.
He's
wow.
a mewling, pusillanimous.
Pusillanimous. And he plays for the Mets.
He's a Mets player.
And he shoots 10 fucking wads like you do.
You're fired.
In the same condom.
In the same condom.
That's
3
cheating,
times.
I think, isn't it? If you blow 2 loads in the same condom, that's really
That's
cheating
kind
the
of
company.
gross, actually. You just walk around with a load dangling
I
down.
didn't walk. There was no hesitation. I just kept going.
Wow, fine.
I didn't just let it hang there.
The
I just
fucking
kept
thing's
going.
got its own mind.
I'm here for the gang.
Yes.
For the game, right? So what have you been up to, Nick? What's the latest, man?
Oh man. Well, you know, he was just asking me if something weird happened when I worked at the hospital. If I had any.
He was an orderly.
Hospital stories.
Had to
'cause
be.
I was an
Had to
orderly.
be weird stuff.
Okay.
And it wasn't anything like. Well, there was some kind of weird goat deaths thing. But no, you know, there used to be a ward on a floor in that hospital, and it was for bulimic and anorexic people.
Oh boy.
And but it was all
Wow,
they were
gotta be
all
ugly.
like teenage high school girls.
Of course.
that were in there.
You think guys like
And-
Ochoman are in that ward?
Right.
I would have to go up there and like get them and escort them to get their chest X-ray. And
Man, they had to be weak as hell.
Some of them they just looked fine. I just think that some of them. I think it was behavioral and
Well, it's bulimia
you know.
nervosa. It's
Yeah,
a
I mean, I don't know,
neural
but
disorder, actually.
I think sometimes I got the feeling like they were just kind of pushed off there, and like there was nothing wrong with these girls except they were just teenage
Well, you know
girls
what
with
they really,
attitudes.
You know what really happens?
But-
What kills them is they usually sometimes they bleed to death.
Yeah.
Because they throw up so much their esophagus they get esophageal ulcers. And all right, go ahead.
Well, no, they actually told me I couldn't go back up there because this one girl had a crush on me.
Oh boy.
One of the
Damn it.
patients, and they were talking about me. and
Stop it.
stuff
They're
up there.
sick, you fuck.
And they had written some stuff down and stuff, and they'd said, well, you cannot send Nick up there to the 4th floor anymore, stuff. But something really, really weird happened 2
I
days
can see
ago
that,
at
you know.
work
To
where
a
I work
bulimic,
at.
I think Nick would probably be a big hulking, strapping.
Yeah, well, I mean, hell.
Oh, he's a good-looking cat.
No, I just know how to talk to women. That's all.
Teach me.
So hang on. So yesterday, okay, you know I paint apartments for a living, right?
That's right.
So I go into this apartment, and this woman died in this apartment like last week.
Oh, shit.
So I'm painting this apartment. I had to bring in my electric sander, and I'm sanding this wall for a while. I finish it. I put it down. I'm talking to my girlfriend on the phone, and the sander goes off by itself. Just starts.
How the fuck does a sander go off by? Don't you have to press something?
Yes, and you got to press this thing very hard to
Right.
get it to go on. It's a ghost.
You know, my girlfriend.
Can we do
Weird.
this?
It was 2 days ago, man.
Chris, Nick, Armand, listen. I just thought of something. What if this place isn't rented out yet? Maybe we can
On location?
Maybe we could do the on location in that in that area, in that place.
Wow.
You bringing donuts?
What do you think? Yeah, I'll bring your fucking donuts. Will you fucking relax with a donut?
Wow. Well,
You know, my
I'll do
girlfriend.
my part. What can I
If you're
say?
legit about that, I mean,
hell yeah, man. Hell
because
yeah.
that sounds really fucking
That
creepy.
was 2 days ago, and then yesterday I went back in there and I plugged my sander in to see if it would happen again because I had to go back in there, but nothing happened.
Well, if the sander went off and it wasn't plugged
You know,
in, then I would.
Well, yeah,
I would-
there you go.
then I would
but
suspect
man, I
spectral.
mean, how the hell this? I'll tell you another time. Me and my
Wait a minute.
sister.
I thought we were talking about you as an orderly. What's this got to do?
Oh, that was something.
I'd rather
that
go
was
to
another-
this. What the
That was
fuck?
another weird.
What I hear
this
about
is
the
a weirder
bulimic he
story.
screwed.
Oh,
He didn't screw any fucking bulimic.
didn't sneak up there
They
and
didn't want him
no,
up there.
dude, I didn't
They didn't want
get
him
any
up there.
elevator action. You know what I mean?
I banged
Oh
a
my
gal
God.
with medical records when I was right out of residency.
Imagine that. Bang. What was she?
She was great. She was great.
Yeah?
She was a good-looking woman. That's back when I was,
Fuck.
26.
You were in that room banging?
Yeah, medical records.
Oh, fuck. Everything, you stuck everything on the papers, didn't you?
Yeah, blew one on the charts.
Love
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I got to
Giving my opinion of Obamacare.
while I'm thinking about it, I got to beat a dead horse a little bit here. You know, last show we were talking about that Virginia shooting.
Oh, yeah.
Reporter got
Yes, that little experiment you
and
perpetrated
the guy
when you
pointing
came-
the gun 5 feet away.
That horse is alive.
Well, you guys are asking, you know, why not hire the guy, just hire somebody to shoot them, even though it goes with the same conclusion. Why not just, and to cut down on the whistleblowers maybe coming out in a few years just saying, I have participated in this, la, la, la.
Right.
Well, I thought about that, and I think that if that were the case, you would see, I think they're doing it, you would see victims' families call for investigations. Because they would smell the fish. They would smell the fishiness. You know what I mean? They would know something was awry. And
they would suspect.
But you know what? And what's weird? There's not one. There's not one investigation in any of these. If you know of one, let me know. Where the victims' families are investigating.
Well,
have
never
an
mind that,
investigation.
Nick. Get to the Michael Jackson story that you were disseminating on Facebook. Because I already alluded to that. We'd disappoint everybody if you didn't.
This is just crazy.
Did you read this?
No,
Did you send it to him?
No,
I
he
sent
did.
it on
He
a
did.
thread, but I don't think they look at the thread.
Yeah, will you read
whatever.
Nick's threads?
It's better we
I
talk
can't
about
wait
it.
for
I
him
just
to bring it on the
sometimes-
show.
spins
What's the
threads
matter
like a
with you?
spider.
Ah, blow that your ass.
Sometimes
Nick,
I
read it.
I wait for yours.
I didn't believe it, but I read it.
Go ahead.
Well,
Doug.
check
Go
this
ahead.
out. You
Shut
got-
up, Armand. Shut up. Let's hear the guy.
The theory goes that Michael Jackson didn't die. A few years ago, his clone died. Okay, he was cloned. Remember when he was burned in the
Yes,
80s?
I remember
Pepsi
that.
commercial.
Right.
Yes.
That was, I believe, 1983.
Was it
And
83,
I think it was
84,
83
It
because
was in the 80s, of course.
I was a break dancer at the time, and I knew how to moonwalk, and
I
Michael was
seen
my
him.
man.
You're mentally
The rumor
moonwalking.
came out that he was dead, and then he's not dead. No, he was burned. I remember
His hair caught on fire in a
yeah.
concert.
Yeah,
Well, that means that that means that how long does your hair burn?
Well,
I mean, before it gets to the skin.
Did you watch the movie
What I'm
Coming
saying-
to America?
All I'm saying is
They all had that oily hair back then.
I'm not saying that
Hey,
didn't
hey,
happen.
watch it.
I'm not
the
saying
black
that
guys
didn't
had
happen.
that oily hair. They had
Soul
that
Glow, or
Yeah.
Afrosheen. You're right.
Yeah, Afrosheen. Now, that's the shit I put on.
So I'm not saying that didn't happen.
Makes you look thinner.
I'm
know.
saying that it probably would get to his face very quickly.
No, didn't he have like a couple of plastic
Surgeries and
yeah.
all of that,
Yeah.
supposedly. Okay, so check this out. This guy goes on Larry King Live. He goes by the name Dave, or whatever.
Dave.
And he's a burn victim.
Right?
It's Michael Jackson.
Oh, you're kidding.
He went on listen to this. He went on Larry King Live on a Michael Jackson tribute show.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And he says Michael Jackson saved his life in 1983.
That was
Okay.
that
Yeah,
year.
when did-
Yeah,
when
and he
did
said
this
he was
occur?
burned.
When?
And in 1983.
Oh,
And they said, well, did he pay for hospital bills? He's like, no. It's like, how the hell he save your life? He said, no, my mother had great insurance. That means that you can't follow the money on that.
Did he sound
But
like Michael Jackson?
that's the thing. He sounds like Michael Jackson.
Can you find this?
Oh my God, he
Now, wait a
sounds
minute,
that,
wait.
and that's the kid. That's
so wait
right
a minute,
there.
Nick. This guy. Wait a minute. So this guy was a clone. That
When
was
Michael
on the show.
when Michael burned himself
Yeah.
during the Pepsi commercial,
Yes.
he was then cloned
Okay. Well, what happened
to
to the real?
keep him going, to keep him going, to keep
now,
Michael.
what
Jackson.
happened to the real? Mike?
And the real is Dave.
Folks, in the guy
that
God's
was in the-
grace, we are now privileged to have Michael Jackson back.
No, we
Doing
never
what?
lost. But the guy that they clone, the clone,
The clone's dead.
he died a few years ago.
But so was the clone doing all these things that Michael Jackson was supposed to be doing? Did he have all the talent
yes.
and everything?
Yeah, the guy that you saw getting all these
So,
surgeries.
How many
and
times
stuff
you
like
see
that.
imitation Michael Jackson moves and everything like that? So obviously he had a clone.
Well, there's a difference
Brother, you
between
gotta listen
imitating
to his
Michael
voice.
Jackson and the genius.
I'm
that
telling you
people
that-
think he had. I mean, because a lot of things came after
according
'83.
to Nick, we had one of the Beatles.
I'm telling you, if you listen to his voice, you will be sold.
Which one?
Dave. Listen to Dave's voice, and you
Dave.
tell me he doesn't
what
sound
the fuck kind of name is Dave?
the burn. I'm telling you, the guy,
John Jono.
the guy. It's on YouTube. Dave is Michael Jackson.
Can you find
He's
this,
the guy that was burned during. He's the real Michael Jackson that was burned during the Pepsi
here we go.
commercial.
And Dave, yes, that's his name,
There he
Dave
is.
Dave. He was David Rothenberg. He was set on fire in 1983, suffered, as you can see, terrible scars.
Where's the picture?
Michael Jackson befriended him and paid for a lot of his surgeries. Dave is also attending the burial. Why Dave?
Well, to liberate myself from the confines of my father's criminality.
Holy shit.
He caused the fire?
That's Michael Jackson?
He is a criminal, and he caused all this.
Wow.
Hey, man. What does it sound like to you?
It doesn't sound like no Dave. It sounds like a Michael.
Michael.
So
That's great.
I told you my mother's friends. They
Marlon
Jackson bought their house.
Who's that?
Marlon Jackson bought their house.
Who's that?
They live in Woodland Hills, nice, beautiful house. And one day they get a phone call. How much has your house been appraised at? And they said something like $3 million. So I'll give you $4 million for it, but you have to be out in a week.
Wow.
And they said, what?
I'll do it.
Yeah. So they did, and it was Marlon Jackson because he wanted to be closer. Apparently, Janet or someone lived like a block away, bought it in cash, but he just made sure they got the hell out in a week.
1 week.
Yeah.
1 week.
So there's my Jackson.
Yeah. Well, I tell you
Armenians.
what, I
Armenians
like that.
lived in Woodland Hills.
I like that though. What he was talking about. Your thing was great too.
Well, there was no burning or Dave. or
but
anything,
this is
that-
kind of
that's an
interesting, and the
little-
sound, the voice,
That's
really.
what people like
God.
about our show. These little tangential stories.
It just throws my mind
Okay,
off
yeah.
everywhere.
I mean, that's my brush with fame.
Right. Okay. All right.
Well, you
I
go
got
brush fame and see how you like it. Sitting on your ass
I know a
in
lot of
hospital.
famous people, dude.
Well, I got
not in the hospital
Oh,
though.
come on. We're not talking about chess players and
Well, why not?
pianists.
Why not? Why not?
Hey, Marlon Jackson, that guy. That's class.
Okay.
yeah.
Yes, I'm finished. That's
Oh,
a
no,
complete thought. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What were you going to ask me? Something?
Well, I was going to say that's a very good point, Nick. And then you hopped on Facebook and put it out to the public, and
Yeah, but you didn't even read it.
No, I kind of wait for this.
Casting pearls before
wait.
swine.
Well, you know
He
what?
likes to get the information fresh while
Exactly.
we're on the thing.
You know,
and
if it's
so
not
it's real.
if
So
it's not a
real.
pop-up book, I don't give a fuck.
What do you mean pop up? You would listen to books. Haven't you listened to a good book lately?
Yes, I have.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? He's telling me he read Moby Dick or something. He listened to it for the last 23
Not
hours in
Moby
his car.
Dick, you fuck you.
What was it?
I was talking about with the Wrath of Khans.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Wrath of Khans. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that makes for very good listening. Hey, speaking of
Nine
bullshit
hours.
listening, anybody listen to the Pope and his nonsense?
Don't be fucking ripping on the Pope.
We don't believe in the Pope. What's the
I
matter
love
with
the
you?
Pope. I love this
You're not
Pope.
Catholic.
I love
Man.
this Pope. This Pope is
A communist. Yeah, you
almost
love him.
Armenian. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
We're not
Armenian.
like
Here we
you.
go again.
You're
Give
like
everything away.
fucking Thurston Howell. You fuck you.
I hate the Pope.
Yeah, I do.
This
I
guy.
imagine that.
Mind your own business,
Why
Frank.
don't you mind your own business? Leave the Pope
I
alone.
do.
He's the
I don't go
world.
for Congress
He's the
and-
fucking for the world.
He's
He
a-
give a shit
what
about
does
your
he know?
Congress. He shit a wad on your
Listen,
Congress.
if I'm at a
Your
trivia
Congress is
contest, there's a
nobody.
Bible category, I'll ask the Pope.
Your
I don't
Congress
want to
is
know
nobody.
about global
All
warming
right,
from the Pope.
We don't want to hear from a
Yeah.
politician
Yeah.
about killing polar bears either. But,
Oh boy!
but we
Here
have
go
to.
again. Yeah.
Can
Okay.
I tell you something?
He didn't say
really
about ISIS,
strange?
by the way. He doesn't have any problem with Muslims.
Oh, he's got a problem with ISIS.
Francis
he's
the
been
prick.
he's been talking about that the entire time.
What? What do you
About
What do you say
ISIS,
about ISIS?
Oh, what,
I didn't hear anything.
This is how you fucking always do it. You come up with some bullshit. What was that? Tell me exactly word for word that he said. I heard it.
Well, goddamn it!
I've
You
heard him.
just got from 1983. You got a piece of some show, some obscure show with Larry King who looks like an insect, and you can't give me have Chris put something up on YouTube where the
About
Pope's
what?
talking about ISIS.
I guarantee I've seen it on Facebook plenty of times that he's put out articles on Politico and so forth that they've talked about on Times and so forth that they've said that he said something about ISIS. What, you think he's avoiding ISIS?
Here's
Yes, I do.
MSNBC. Common sense language to go after the group ISIS for their evil operation, including the murder of people of different religions.
Forget about that. What do you got against the Pope? Because he likes taking care of poor.
He's just as ignorant as anybody else.
So you don't like Jesus then either, then, because
It has nothing to
he
do with
took care of
Jesus.
poor
This guy-
people too.
What is the Pope? He's the father of the faith, right?
Right.
What the hell does he know about global warming, and what does he know about economics?
You brought
He
up-
knows nothing. The guy's from Argentina.
economics-
He's from a socialist country, and he
It's
wants to impose his morality on our country.
The head
Hell
Jew
with
that
him.
we represent, that died on the cross for us, was a socialist because he believed in taking care of the poor and the weak and so forth. So you would have problems
Yeah,
with Jesus
lepers
now.
and people that are blind, not people that don't want to work. Where did Jesus say that?
Hey, let me tell you something.
Don't work and collect welfare.
Well, check this
I'm
out.
not against giving people that can't work money and giving them.
That's all he's saying.
No,
too.
he isn't.
You think
No, he
he's
isn't.
talking
He's
about?
talking about wealth inequality and all that bullshit.
Well, check this out,
Yeah.
gentlemen. The Pope came here on September 23rd, which was the
Right.
he
Get that
is-
date. Get that
that's-
date.
Check this
September
out.
23rd.
Right.
He is the.
Hey, wait a minute, Nick.
two-
Wasn't that the day the
that
world
w-
was supposed to end?
No. I'll tell you about it. We'll
All
get to that.
right, okay.
But September 23, he came here. That is the 266th day of the year.
There have been 266 popes.
He is the 266th Pope.
I knew that.
And on September 23rd, 923, he had been in office 923 days. Pow. Wow.
That is actually pretty.
That's fucking
That's
weird.
that.
Well, my hair stood up on that
That's
one.
weird.
Even Michael
That
Jackson's
is
hair
bizarre.
stood up. Dave's
Yeah.
hair, and he didn't have any.
It's all burned off.
Yeah, right. He didn't have any hair. He
You
didn't have
get
any
this guy
follicles.
off the thing here.
Yeah, please take that off. Get
But he did sound like.
get Caitlyn Jenner on there. She's sexy.
Oh,
Hey, he's not.
boy.
They're not going to prosecute him. Or her.
Why?
Oh, really?
I don't know. He got off.
No,
She
really?
got off. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm having pronoun trouble.
Over his,
He, she,
car
don't
wreck.
matter.
Not gonna prosecute her.
That's amazing. That's
What
amazing.
does that indicate, Nick?
Yeah, the lady died.
Man.
Pact with the devil.
Pact with the devil, of course. That's what everybody in
It's-
power has a pact with the devil.
Exactly. Everyone
Including the
with
Pope.
the power.
Maybe I need to make my.
Let me tell you
pact.
something
Don't go
about
with
the Pope.
Would
Like-
you fucking
You're
with
not
the-
Catholic.
let's
What do
not-
you
It
care
doesn't
about the
matter.
Pope?
It doesn't matter. The guy represents every goodness in this
See,
world.
You're hurting Nick's ears with that. What are you yelling about?
All
What's the
right.
matter with you?
Whatever.
Check.
Whatever.
Okay, I'm not going to make.
Punctured
I'm
his
not going to say
eardrum.
anything else about it. Hey, I've been talking about the New World Order and everybody in
Oh, yes.
power
At
has a
length.
pact with the devil and everything.
That's right.
Well, check this out. I've been saying that, like this New World Order, like 9/11, these things have been to usher in the New World Order, change
Yeah.
laws and all this for a one world government and that. I've said that this has been in the works for decades, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, you said that.
It begs the question, well, who
No, wait a minute.
who
Wait a minute.
in the 19
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
He's going to ask
No,
the same
no.
question I'm about
No,
to say. Go
no,
on.
No, wait a minute. You're employing the wrong idiom there. And I really want to give a little, I'd like to have a little moment to get on my soapbox about begs the question, okay? Begs the question does not mean that it indicates
kidding.
the question should be asked. Begs the question means the question has already been answered.
All right. You win. All right,
Okay.
All right. Go
So-
on.
All right. So anyway, it might make you wonder.
That's better. Okay, let's
Well,
come on.
who
Let's stick
who
with
from
it.
the four?
Let's get on the stick here.
Listen to this. Who
Hey,
from the
Danny, what's
1940s
these,
or
powdered donuts?
Jeez.
You. It's all yours. It's all your powder.
Well, I don't want any coconut.
It's no coconut. It's chocolate. Leave me the fuck alone. Go ahead, Nick.
So who? I know what he's doing. I know. Who from the 1940s or 50s
Yeah.
would benefit from something that's
Pope.
not going to happen until 2020 or something like that,
The
right?
Bush crime family.
Well, but who's behind them? Who's behind them?
Reagan.
Who do you
Maybe.
think the
So
big
who's
banks?
like, well, who's
the
going
big
to?
banks.
Who would have an interest in it? That's
The
going to be
Bilderbergs.
alive then? Well, they won't.
J.P.
But
Morgan.
what I'm saying is, in the normal
Rockefellers.
lifespan of a human being, how old are you going to be when you're going to reap the benefits of this new world
That's
order?
not no. That,
so why
I
start?
think you're wrong, Nick. No.
Okay.
Because House of Morgan, House of Rockefeller, all these
no.
banks have been around for ages, and they don't think like that.
You don't.
They don't think like
Okay,
that.
fine. Okay, but here's the
They're
answer
thinking
anyway.
way ahead.
Okay, so you're saying
I
that
said
they
big
would
banks.
attribute to the New World Order has been also referred to as the Great Work. So you think that people would just go ahead and contribute to something, you know what I mean, even though they won't be alive to reap the benefits
Absolutely.
of it? Okay.
Absolutely. Sure.
Well, good
because that's the way bankers think.
Okay.
That they don't think like you
That's
and me
cool.
and my kids, etc. They're thinking, generations down the road.
well,
Absolutely.
here's
But who's
Sure.
your theory?
the tall whites. They're aliens. Now check this out. They live for well, you're
Tall whites?
they're called the tall whites, and they live for
WHI
800
I
years.
wish we'd have a tall center one time that was white.
Now here's the weird.
Wish I was
Okay,
tall.
here's the part that gonna hush y'all.
Want to bet?
Edward Snowden, in his files that he stole,
Wait a minute,
said that
wait a
the
minute.
tall
Ocho
whites
Man, do you know who Edward
are
Snowden is?
behind
Yeah, he's the one that,
U.S.
exposed.
policy since the 1930s. I'm going to repeat it because
Yes.
I have to talk over people. I'm going to say it again. Edward Snowden's files said the tall whites have been behind U.S. policy since the 30s.
All right, wait a minute now. Explain who these people are again. Or
They're
not people. These
aliens.
Okay.
They're tall, like albino-looking people. Oh my God! Check out.
All right, let's see one.
Obama has an alien Secret Service agent. You got to see
kidding.
this. You got to see it.
Is he one of
Obama.
the tall whites?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe he is. He looks weird. You gotta show.
but
me.
He looks weird.
Wait
So
a minute,
all
wait a
of
minute.
it
Don't
is
get off the subject.
You tell me
Hold it,
this
Nick.
guy doesn't look like
Hold
an
it,
alien.
Nick. Hold
No,
it.
we'll
Let's
go
talk
on.
about the tall
Tall
whites.
whites. Okay.
Now they what? This started
They
in the
live
30s.
800. Yeah. They came here and started in with their first got with the Nazis.
Which one is that? The alien you're
There he
talking
is. Yeah.
Yeah, he
there
does
is.
look. Yes, he does look rather unearthly.
He looks like a pissed off Secret Service guy.
I don't know.
You should
man.
see other angles of him.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
What's that line on his head?
He's got some kind of notch. In
I'm
his
not going to
forehead.
talk about this. This guy will kill me.
It's like a
You and that damn phone. Who the hell's calling you?
Oh.
Jeez.
There is a vibe.
Well, actually, we were.
There it is. Yeah, look at him. Look at that.
Wow.
He looks like that Democrat guy, that southern guy that's bald, always.
Jim Carville.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
looks
He
like-
does.
I hate
He
that
does
guy.
look like him.
Yeah, he's married to Mary Matlin. She's not bad look. She wasn't.
Marley
She's-
Matlin.
No, that is actually the youngest Oscar winner for Best Actress.
No, it isn't.
Marley Matlin.
You're crazy.
Matlin, yeah.
Who's it?
Sure.
Oh,
it
best
is.
supporting. Okay.
Best Actress, not
Okay.
supporting.
All right.
All right.
See,
No,
he's
Halle
always
Berry
trying to
was in
catch
it?
me. No, the youngest is
Anna Paquin's supporting.
Anna Paquin.
is best supporting.
Correct.
Then it was before that. Who was it? You're gonna know it.
Well, I think actually before her.
Yeah.
Before Anna
Who was
Paquin?
the youngest best supporting actress?
Put him
winner.
in the spot.
He's gonna know it.
Well, I mean Tatum O'Neal.
There you go. Yeah. Tatum O'Neal.
Damn
She
it, I
she
thought
wore
we
a
had him.
tuxedo to the Oscars because Bianca Jagger
It's not that
would wear
hard.
one.
Who's the oldest Oscar winner?
Oh, that Catherine Hepburn.
God.
No.
George
Betty
Burns.
Davis. Is it Betty Davis?
No.
Betty Davis was a good one.
No.
Betty Davis. She wasn't old. She won in the 30s.
Oh, Peter Sellers. He went for
Fonda.
being
Fonda.
No.
Fonda.
Henry Fonda.
I'm gonna.
On Golden Pond? No.
Wrong. It used to be, but it's been beaten now.
Damn, man.
It's been beaten now. Well, what the fuck?
Okay, keep going. Go ahead. I'll tell you
Shit,
later. in the
I don't
show.
know. Olivia de Havilland.
All right, who gives a fuck? But could he
I
have
wanna
been?
know.
Can Snowden? Well, go ahead.
Yeah,
and
go
think about
ahead,
that.
go ahead.
Could Snowden have been referring to like powers to be or something like that, but not the physical stature of this type of person that he's referring to?
No, the tall whites are known very
Tall
much in
whites.
How did he- wait a minute.
ufology as the tall whites.
But how did
it's
he
like
get this
saying
information? Snowden supposedly hacked into.
yes. Yeah, hack.
WikiLeaks,
Well, he's
all this
yeah,
found
but
this out?
supposedly he worked. But let me just tell you
Yeah.
what I think about Edward Snowden.
All right.
I think he's a plant. Okay.
Okay.
I think that he'd be dead if he was what he says he is, and I think I don't know. I just don't know. It's like they want us to know certain things, but they don't want to tell us, so they send Edward out there to tell us. You know what I mean? And
That-
get us
that they're
talking
out
about
there?
it. Yeah. That.
Well, you think they want people thinking he's a
They,
lunatic?
no. They want guys like Nick to know that they're kind of out there, but they won't.
I mean,
they're
like
not
that we're
getting
not
revealed.
alone in the
Well,
universe.
wait a minute. Now, but what's
that
the
we've been
purpose?
visited.
So these tall whites, their purpose is to establish this new world order, this government.
Yes.
right?
Take
This-
over our planet. To take over our
To
planet.
what end? All right, and then what? What's
So
the
till they
grand scheme?
control it, till they control everything that moves on it.
You think we could ever have three tall whites to play on the NBA team to beat it?
Highly unlikely.
Hey, don't
That's
make
more,
a mockery
that's
of
more
this.
unlikely
This is
than the
very
actual
important
aliens
stuff.
landing.
And that's what the New World Order is. Just let's control everything. Let's control this microchip everybody. You know what I mean? So they act out line. We turn their chip
what, though,
off.
Nick? In fairness to you too, they are starting to put like chips into animals, so when they get lost, I mean that's just
There's
the
nothing wrong
start,
with
man.
that. Well, fine.
I know. That's what we're
Well,
saying.
that's what's next. They're going to put chips in people.
People, yeah.
obviously. And that's going to happen.
Why
Of course.
not? Why not?
But I'm not sure it's because aliens want to do that. I mean, I'm sure governments want to do that. Humans want to do
Isn't that a part of the Bible
I'd rather have
too?
tell you the
Yes,
truth. I'd rather
in
have
Revelation,
the
yes, you
I'd
gotta
rather have
take-
the aliens running us than the Democrats. I really would.
Or you're Republicans.
Or Republicans. I don't want the goddamn politicians running
right
us.
Then you want Bernie Sanders. Then you want my guy.
I don't want Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is a cocksucker.
When people say the aliens, that they are assuming that only one
Thank
race.
you. I want to do my imitation.
That was good.
Only like one race of people are coming here. Maybe there are different races, different places coming
Nick,
here.
Would you rather have
and maybe they're fighting.
Listen, I think it's a given that eventually this is going to happen. People are going to be they're cattle already. But would you rather be ruled by a politician or an alien?
Well,
I think I'd rather have an alien.
How would you know what an alien's agenda is? So
I don't care. I mean, unless they want us for food, like those science fiction
According
things.
to some people, they
at least
are
I know
aliens.
the bullshit that I got to deal with the Democrats and Republicans.
You really?
Maybe
know
they
what I
are
mean?
aliens. Maybe they're the aliens. Maybe
Yeah,
Obama's
maybe
an
they're.
alien.
And you know what? I think I've changed my mind about voting. I'm going to vote. Someone changed my mind.
Who
They
you gonna
said,
vote for?
I don't know yet. I don't know. They said if you're wrong about this,
He's gonna vote for
then
Trump.
you're not doing all you can. And I said, you're right. So
I think
I'm
he's going to
vote.
go with my guy.
I don't know, but it's going to get interesting here.
I think he's going to go with my guy. And,
I think I'm not going to talk about
He's
it.
not even going to get the
I
nomination.
really don't think
so
I'm
what
even
are we
going to talk
talking
he's
about it.
14 points up on this.
You want to bet on it? You want to bet a steak dinner?
Well, I already fucking bet you. Your guy against my guy. Your
That's
guy.
right. We have a bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about a little side bet? Him against Hillary. I'll take Hillary. You take.
You know what?
Bernie.
I'm the underdog on that. I'm a
course
betting
you are.
man. I'm a betting man, and I got my picks for
All right, I
later
give you 2
today.
to 1. How about that?
No, I should at least get 5 to 1.
5 to 1.
5 to 1 on
I don't know
that.
about 5 to 1.
Because my guy doesn't even have cash.
Yeah, he didn't have a brain.
Hey, speaking of your
brain than
sports made me think
a-hole.
of my favorite basketball player. What's his name? This guy.
Michael Jordan?
No,
Kobe Bryant.
no.
LeBron.
LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron James.
Yeah, supposedly LeBron James and is going to do Space Jam 2, or is it
kidding.
Space Jam 3?
No, I guess
So
2.
Disney, which is Satan,
Space Jam. You know who did Space Jam? Was
Disney and Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but Roger Capellion, my guy.
Capellion, yeah. Have you talked to him?
Yeah, I talked
What's
to him.
he up to these days?
I'll tell you about it later. Go ahead, pal. Was
Oh,
Space
no.
Jam 2?
I want you to
Yeah.
show him my script.
And that's just going to be loaded with satanic symbolism, man, because Disney is satanic. I mean, look at you. You've seen we've talked about that, right?
Jesus, how fucking
Hey, that's a good
frightening.
investment too. Invest in
Look at his
Disney.
number 6. Yeah.
I just bought some Disney.
He's not saying that he's perfect by any chance, is he? By going like this, hey, guys, everyone's perfect here.
No, not anymore. That's not what it means anymore.
What is that?
That's the triangle manifestation. The reason why Jay-Z puts up the triangle like that at his shows and shit, it's to enhance ritual in performance. So he'll do like a ritual before he performs, and then when he gets everybody to do that, he believes in his magic that it will strengthen his performance. It will enhance his performance.
You know what? I think Madonna did some strange shit too. I mean, she gets into Kabbalism.
Yeah. She's a freak.
That's
Mind
wacky
control
shit
freak.
too. Anyway, they're all half nuts in Hollywood. Anyway, Tom Cruise is still in the Scientology and so
Oh
forth.
God, yeah. He's.
I passed by it. I don't know how they get away with it. Those magazines right there at the grocery store. Tom Cruise is running away from Scientology, and they're chasing him down and so forth.
Well, that one doesn't get to me as much as like. Can you imagine being like, for instance, like Dick Van Dyke or something?
Mm-hmm.
Dick Van Dyke's terrible last days.
Yeah.
The fucking guy's still alive, and they're like he's dead.
Wow.
Burt Reynolds too. I saw the other day. Burt Reynolds, starving to death or whatever, wasting away.
Van Dyke was over at our house one time.
Dick Van Dyke, really?
Yeah, he lived.
I like him.
Yeah, he lived like a mile and a half up the road, and he had some event that he was holding.
Living
in his
where? Where was
out
this?
in L.A. In
Oh, in
Malibu.
L.A. Okay.
And he lived up the road and was having this. He had this huge event every year. It was some I don't know what it was, something to give back to the kids club or something. And was going around and hand inviting all the neighbors and everything. He came in and sat down.
But wouldn't you? What do you think?
Great guy though.
He seems like he'd be a good guy. But you're walking along just buying some radishes over at the grocery store. You see your own face on there, and horrible last days.
Oh, I know.
Think about that.
That is
or your children saying something.
Yeah,
shit
right.
like
Or
that.
your family or whatever. I mean, I guess you think it's a joke. But
I like
man,
when these people sue them. Tom Selleck sued the National Enquirer for saying he was gay, like back in the '80s, and he won. It was like fucking A, man.
Well, not only that, but what if you're a big company and you walk by that line and you say, oh, you know what? No need to give to that fund anymore.
Right.
Dick Van Dyke, so kids homeless or something like that.
You guys are starting to think like me.
Oh, God.
That's great.
God, no.
That's great. This is working out then. All right, well.
What question does that beg?
Fuck did I bump into here? Anyway, like I was saying earlier, shit's out there, boys. Shit's out there. We just gotta know what we're looking at here, and
thank God he opened our eyes to all this.
Yeah,
we're just somnambulating through life.
I mean, Nick's our guy. I found Nick from Facebook. He was my old buddy from high school, and I said, "This is the type of shit we need our public to hear about."
That's right. That's true.
I'm telling you, I'm going to alert the masses on the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you think it's possible, Nick, that if that place isn't rented out, maybe we can kind of move in for one night?
Anything's possible.
Hey, listen,
Money,
my ex-girlfriend lived in a trailer. Most of
that can't be fucking haunted. Living in a trailer.
She said it was haunted. She said
there's a fucking trailer.
She said her radio would go on all the time in the middle of the night.
Yeah, because she lived right by a electricity fucking company.
Yeah, but here's the thing: she couldn't pay for electricity.
Make a key and just
so that's
just
a
get
ghost.
in there and do it.
She didn't have enough money.
I can make a key. We could just get in there and do it anyway.
We'll break and enter the place, and then we'll have a seance.
Hey, let's do one from the bulimic
The Ochoman
floor
show
at the hospital.
from the county jail.
Right? Yeah.
On
I
location.
really do have the key in my car, and I can. I'm going to stop talking right now.
So you never banged the bulimic, Al?
No, dude.
Any of the
where in the elevator? I was
in her bed.
Besides, she's. Oh, you mean after she got out or something?
No, in the hospital. I didn't get up to the floor.
How the fuck was he going to get up there?
I'm going to sign into the nurse's
He's an
station.
orderly.
Yeah,
What?
I need her chart and a condom, please.
Hey,
you know.
listen. I used to, when I was a resident. There's nothing going on in that hospital. You can
that
sneak in
floor,
anywhere.
man.
You're a
Those
fucking
girls were
doctor.
under-
They're not even going to look
Tell
at you.
You're a Domino's delivery man.
They're not even going to look at you. You're a doctor already, so you were getting in left
Listen,
and
if
right.
I can bang
anyway.
a gal in medical records, you can get up to bulimia. And
So who was the
your
girl
thing.
you banged anyway? By the way, or
the
can we
gal
talk
that was in
about
charge
that?
of medical records.
Oh, the other night.
Oh, that was
other
that
day
was
or last
25,
week or
30 years
something.
ago. Oh, the other night?
Yeah, the other night.
I don't know what her name. I forgot her name. I met her on what did I meet her on? Oh, Tinder.
Tinder.
Tinder's good.
Is
Tells you how far away they are and everything. You just get on your phone and
Really?
Yeah, she wasn't a very good-looking
kind
woman.
of fucking
She was pretty
scary?
ugly.
I mean,
Nah,
meeting
well,
these people?
no, come on. What? I'm afraid she's gonna rape me or something. What are you afraid? Scary what?
You don't know how crazy they are. They're as desperate as you. You're
So
fucking out
Anybody
there.
this
too.
ugly had to be sane.
Hey, excuse me a second. So you just get on there and then someone's just like, "Are you down to bang right now?"
Well, in a perfect world, yes, that'd be the way it is. But they have to at least, I'm not on here just for, they have to qualify it. I'm not on here just for a hookup, etc. But that's what they're on there for.
And
Anyway, we met, and she was.
where'd you meet at?
We met at Starbucks. Had a cup of coffee, etc. And then she had to take her son to football practice because I invited her right over. She said, "No, I got to take my son." And then she took her son to football practice, and then she came over, and I've already described
was the
the
kid?
activity. I don't know.
I mean, was she in her 40s or?
Oh, her?
Yeah.
42.
She's 42. Not bad.
Hey, man.
Needed to lose a few pounds. But
She needed to lose a few.
Yes.
Well, how big was she? Was she big as me or what?
no, come on. Nobody's that big.
Oh,
She's-
God.
She's somewhere between you and Nick's bulimic. She's about 20 pounds overweight.
20 pounds over.
But, for a woman that's 42, she should have been in better shape.
All right.
That was the problem because it was, it was in the harsh.
Are you gonna hook up with her again?
No. It was a harsh light of day, and I could see everything. It was. That's why you got to do it in the dark.
Yeah.
That wasn't pretty. And then I had to watch her get dressed. I couldn't
that
avert
was-
my eyes.
It didn't stop you though.
Well, I'd already done it several times. But like I say, she had very good. She had very good oral skills,
Oh,
All right.
Right on.
and she was enthusiastic. A
Enthusiasm.
lot.
You need a little enthusiasm in there.
Oh,
Extra
boy.
points for enthusiasm.
Yeah, she
All right.
very passable.
Well, I tell you what. Let me give a little plug out here. You guys got
American
any
Nut?
sponsors? You got any sponsors?
Yeah, Volkswagen. I love them.
Yeah.
Volkswagen is
Volkswagen,
Armand.
buy a Passat or something. I love it. Isn't that great? I love that they pulled that.
Our
you know what I'm
emissions are
talking
better
about?
than yours.
No, I have
I
no
knew
idea.
it. Nick, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah.
Volkswagen just a couple days ago.
I
they
should
got
have known
caught.
something was up with this.
I love this. they have a chip or something in their cars. So when they do the emissions tests, the chip apparently says they're not emitting anything, and then when they're not being tested again, they emit whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
So basically, they're beating the EPA's emission standards.
Scamming the test.
They scam the tests.
Fuckers.
Yeah,
Millions of cars are affected.
Yeah, but they're thinking it might bring the whole company down because
yeah.
that might be like, that's worse than GM killing 120 people with their ignition thing.
These
guys are emitting nitrous oxide, etc.
Yeah,
and
the CEO already resigned.
Yeah. What's the name? Wintercorn.
Wintercorn, yeah.
Real nice kraut. Anyway, he's gone, and but I just love the balls of that. He's got out and said, "Yeah, we did it."
Yep.
He did
Yeah,
it.
I fucking did it.
German
Isn't that great?
technology.
Yes, I love it. I want to go buy a.
All right, so that's Armand's sponsor
VW,
for
baby.
today. Well, who are you going with, Nick?
Oh, Hey Guys Comedy Club in Fairview Heights. Go out there and see
Are they admitting
Joe
too?
the Animal Lancy.
Wow,
He is
comedy club.
Funny, man. He is hysterical.
What's his name? Because we've been looking for a
Joe
comedy club.
the Animal Lancy.
Why don't we get him on the show?
He does animal control. That's his, like, if you got like a raccoon in your cupboard somewhere, came in, you call him and he comes out and chases down, like,
Wait a minute. Does he have his own show?
No.
Because there's this one
Not
crazy
not like a
Kentucky
podcast or anything that I know of. No.
No, on TV.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, because there's this guy on
Local
TV
people.
that just gives a fucking redneck laugh, and he sticks his hand right in the beaver's hole and pulls him out and shit. It's frightening shit.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. That
Yeah.
show is
You
hysterical.
ever have a rodent die in your rafters or whatever? The guy I used to
No.
work with, the doctor I worked with up in Waukegan, he had something die up in his, whatever, the attic or whatever.
Thank God, man.
Holy
I
moly,
can't
that was
handle
the worst smell.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't imagine what the
I
hell
mean, you
that's
drive
like.
by these highways, and sometimes you smell it, and you're
Well,
going,
yeah, but that's you just drive through. This guy had to live with it.
Oh.
When are you going to clean this up?
oh, fuck. And so what was it? He just waited till it
I don't
went
know.
away?
I think I stopped working for him by the time we parted company.
Anyway, mine's American Nut in California. My cousin's.
Hey, when are we going to get some more of that delicious
you know what?
product of theirs?
You just mentioned that. I think Coco just heard it, and he's the vice president of the company. I'm
know.
sure he'll have
He's a good guy.
big box out for us soon.
That's the only thing I'd rather have than donuts.
So Armand the other night started his own Armenian nut, if you know what I mean.
yes,
Armenian nut company. Filling the condoms with nut.
Well, that's one way of putting it.
Yes, no, anyone.
Yeah, she didn't.
No.
Yeah, she didn't.
Yes.
She
wasn't a pretty woman.
Hey.
She was rather homely.
Why don't you put some of those nuts into that fucking little bag and mix it around and put it in her mouth?
I think I like that. How about Tinder? Let's give Tinder a plug.
Okay.
I mean, they did me right.
Tinder. Yeah, Tinder got you laid.
Girls
so.
get on Tinder.
All right, there you go.
So,
There you go.
any picks this month? Or are we going to get the music?
Well,
Or
yeah.
do we have that?
You know what? Let me get my picks, and then we
We got a full college slate here. This
yeah, I've got some great picks. I really do.
yes.
Get ready. Get set. It's time for the Ochoman's Big Picks of the Day.
All right, guys. Football season's here again, and this is what the Ocho Man is good at. I was really kicking it last year with football and hockey, and hockey's right around the corner too. So let's start it off with our football. And fortunately, maybe unfortunately for some of you, I'm going with all college plays here. I've got 3-star play, 2 2-star plays, and one I'm kind of iffy about if, bet light on it. My first one is Boston College. Boston College at home versus Northern Illinois. BC is -4 here. I'm telling you right now, I love Northern Illinois on the spot.
Hey, they almost beat Ohio State.
They
didn't
almost beat
Hey, you and I
Ohio
watched that
State,
game together.
and Northern Illinois is playing at Boston College. I'm not sold on their quarterback. Their offensive line's all banged up. Boston College loses this one. This was a line that was -4. It should be they should be getting +4 to +6. I'm all over Northern
Let me
Illinois
ask you
getting
this,
the
though.
points.
I mean, as a college player, I
Right.
want to just I'm not disagreeing. I wouldn't presume. But
yeah.
you think Northern kind of blew their load last week? A big game like that.
You know
against
what,
Ohio
Armand?
State?
That would really sound good too. But I seen Boston College against FSU, and FSU. I'll tell you what, a lot of plays they really boggled up, and Boston College did not take advantage of. I don't see Boston College even at home here playing.
And we're getting points.
And
we're getting
Northern
4.
Illinois, I really feel they're going to have a lot of fights still in them. Mind you, they're still thinking we're Northern Illinois. We're playing with a little bit of a little spunk behind us, and we played Notre Dame tough. We'll go to Boston College. We will beat Boston College. That's how I think that they're going to.
Boston College, a Catholic school, though, isn't it?
Maybe they're playing all Boston.
They got the Pope on their side. How can they lose? I don't know.
They'll beat this one, dude.
Good,
Leave me alone here. All right,
Good.
that's
Beat
my
the Pope.
3-star play. I like Northern Illinois plus the
What are they getting?
4.
4?
They're getting 4. I think you could even play money line here.
Money up, straight up. Okay.
Yeah. My second play here is Michigan -5 home versus BYU. Now I love the
game.
underdog here. I love BYU on this spot too. They've been playing teams so tough. I'm still not sold on Michigan. I'm not buying into Michigan. I think Harbaugh's got 2-3 more years to work with these kids. I like BYU here. I think BYU will go in the big house and cover the +5 that's on the board. They may even win this one 24-20 is what I'm looking at here. So I like BYU. And my other 2-star play here. You know what? What's this bullshit? Kentucky at home against Mizzou, and Mizzou is getting +2. This is the SEC East champions, and they're on the road to a Kentucky team, traditionally a shit team. Guess what here, my Kentucky friends? It ain't going to happen. Mizzou wins this one straight up, and they give a good ass whipping to Kentucky, 35-17. Kentucky, forget about it. You can keep those points of yours because they're not going to be worth shit.
Wow.
All right.
See, now I'm glad to hear that you got a little, that you're giving these picks with somewhat,
conviction.
Conviction. That's exactly the word I was looking for. Because remember a couple
Sorry,
weeks
that's what
ago?
I was going for on the Mizzou pick.
A few weeks ago, I asked him for a pick. He said, what the hell do I know?
A team's going to win.
Yeah. The team
here,
that
fellas.
scores the most points is probably going to.
All right.
Come on.
I got to admit, back then, though, the football was just starting off. I'm not really. I'd like to see what's on the roster, what's going on, what trends and so forth. And on that other note, too, baseball season was winding down. It's a horrible time to bet at baseball, too.
Hey, you know something? You know what I think as a doctor? I think that was one of the first symptoms of that petrified turd you had in you.
There you go.
I think that's what it was.
That could be.
A little malaise, a little lethargy. That's probably what it was. Obstructed bowel. There you go.
And my light play for the weekend, if you're still wanting some action and you're out looking for some Pac-10 bets, go play the California -2 going into Washington. Washington's at home here. I'm taking Washington -2. You know what, guys? All across the board, I've taken the underdog. That's what we're going with
So
here.
you're gonna parlay all those? What do you think? A 4-teamer?
Well, that's a nice 4-team play, lad.
Okay.
That's a good parlay.
Well, you're not going to play that.
But the Boston College at home against Northern Illinois. I love the Huskies here. I'm
Hit
taking
that one.
Northern
Pound
Illinois.
that one, huh?
Yeah, and then the BYU, and then of course Missouri's going to dick slap Kentucky. So I like that too. Anyway,
but you don't play that. What were you talking about? I still don't remember what there was. The individual, the thing we started the show with.
Oh, the fans duel.
Yeah, fans duel. Anybody
FanDuel,
play that? You know anybody that plays
DraftKings.
that?
Yeah, a lot of people play it.
Well, they
and,
like it?
They like it. But you know what? It's so difficult to win that big money
I know
that
you're
they're
not gonna win
all
$2
talking
million,
about.
right? But
Yeah.
of course, they show one guy winning $2 million. But that's
But the real money is.
But I think a guy like you, could you make $300-400 a week?
I think you can make like $400 to $800 a week just doing.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, they advertise. I see it on CNBC, which is obviously a stock market.
And they sponsor
advertising the
everything.
hell
They
out.
sponsor every sporting event on the planet. If you go to any sporting event, NHL games, NBA games, NFL games, you look at the sidelines, the boards, their ads are everywhere.
It's a great item. I love it. I just don't want to see every
Agreed.
fucking commercial
It
being
is.
a
It's every
DraftKings and that
I'm telling
fans
you, it's
do,
on the
and
stock
driving
market
me-
station.
It's
Even they hit
it's
the
driving
stock
me
market.
crazy.
But which one is either one better or
No,
worse?
and they're
Is there any
just trying to
difference?
outduel each other right now.
Wow, unbelievable! And this is like the first year. I don't remember this happening before. Do you? Was it
No,
last
it's-
year?
it's
They're
really
just-
picked it up.
Yeah, it's just
I don't
starting to
even know
spend so much money on advertising now
Yeah,
because they're,
I was
they're
going to
bringing in
ask
so
that.
much.
How do they even make money
Well,
with all this advertising?
They're actually spending so much on advertising to continue to grow that they're still in the red on. So
Yeah, but once you get people,
but the
it's
growth-
going to be one of those things. Once you get people addicted, they're never going to. It's
Well-
like, your bookie.
Well,
Once he gets you hooked, you're done.
I think we ought to get our own thing going on the Fans Duel.
Yeah.
Or have our own people get on there.
Yeah.
It's called the Ochoman, and we could have like a limit of 20 people playing against each other or something. We got to look into that.
You think that'll get me laid?
By us, you fuck.
Oh,
What are you,
I don't
homo?
know. Well, let's get some
What's
girls
the matter
hooked up
with
and-
you? I'd love to get some chicks on here, and I've told Nick and Chris here to bring some gals on the show.
Yeah,
What the
strippers.
hell? Yeah, strippers.
Prostitutes?
There's gotta be, Nick. You
street whores.
Anybody?
You've gotta know some. You've gotta know some
somebody-
sorceress or some shit. Like
Yeah, what's the matter
That
with
would be
you?
great.
Yeah, once you get to Morgan
Female
Buffet on
no,
here.
no, no. So we need the female.
We'll move this
Nick.
table.
That's what we need,
We'll
yeah.
move this
I'd
table
rather
out
have
a
her-
little bit. We'll have her right there,
Oh.
and we could have a
No, with that,
fucking
just get rid of Nick and get the female Nick. We don't need him.
You know what though? Nick is going. We're gonna get Nick going with his own show
his
too.
own show.
Nick's getting a show?
Yeah, Nick's
Well,
getting a show. Our GM is really
has
pumped up about it.
asked
Right
for
on.
it, has requested it.
Wow, there have been
Yeah.
requests for Nick
Yeah.
to have a show.
I already got a title for it.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's hold that off, and
so
we'll
we're
announce
still
that
gonna
later.
we're
Yeah.
still gonna have Nick,
Oh, I got
but
the
Nick's
first
gonna have his
episode.
own.
I don't know if I want Nick getting that big, actually.
Well,
I mean,
Nick's gonna be huge.
I know. And you think he's going to remember us?
Well, he may still remember us,
peons.
Rabbit. He may
Be
still
served.
remember us.
I love
sure,
doing the show,
he'll remember
man.
us like Madeira
Well,
remembered the Mexicans.
Hello, plebes.
Anyway, you guys got anything going this weekend?
No.
Oh,
Wow,
oh,
we're a bunch of exciting
crickets.
people.
How about
Fuck,
that?
it's like a retirement home here.
Just some peace and I don't.
You're at my house.
Yeah,
You're
Sunday,
at my
man,
house
I can do
Sunday.
that.
We're
Wait
gonna-
a minute.
Nope,
wait a
no
minute. You
problem.
invite him to your house?
Yeah, you want to come
For
paint my
what?
deck?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I didn't
Staining
think
the
you
deck.
wanted-
Yeah.
paint your
Bum
own
bum
dick.
ba bum.
Yeah, go ahead and
Wow.
buy it. I'll be there, sir.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
getting
talk
it.
to you about it.
I'm getting it
I
tonight.
get to
can't
visit
wait.
him in the hospital.
And you-
I didn't get that invite.
Well, you didn't get the scrub down? You didn't like me?
Thank God I wasn't there when he had that big foof and,
I ran in the
blew
bathroom, man.
that calculus out of his intestines.
Oh, my God.
He
What
probably-
the hell was
let-
that?
let me tell you
caromed
guys
off the
something
ceiling
before.
after that.
I just got a text from my girlfriend, and that in Webster Groves, 2
Yeah.
schools were on lockdown.
Saw that.
Wow. Today?
Because of a shooter,
Yeah.
like a shooting
Hey,
on
did you see-
Jackson Road. Yeah.
Hold on. The Webster
Yeah,
Grove?
both like the
Domestic shooting,
schools that her girls are in were on
Wow.
lockdown because not a school shooting.
Yeah, it was like
They
a
were on
domestic
lockdown
shooting.
because there was was it that
Yeah,
what it was?
domestic shooting.
Nearby there was
Did they
a
catch
shooting.
the guy? I mean, is he still
I don't know
running?
because the lockdown. She said the lockdown was lifted and that Fox. It'll be on the news.
Hey,
Fox
listen,
News
speaking
is
of
already
that,
there.
you see somebody took some pot shots at Joe Biden's house? Drive by?
No.
Yeah, I looked
Yeah.
that up. I think that was in January.
January? I thought I just heard about it.
know, but I think that was
Because they
When
sent
the
the secret.
fuck you get your news for
I
smoke
just
signals?
heard it on the radio. What
No,
am I?
it was-
I can't help it. It's in January.
It was I think it was on the computer on here that was scrolling through old news articles.
Oh well, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I think.
I guess he made it then. It was
Yeah,
8 months ago.
He's all right.
All right, and by the way, since you guys are all dying to know it, the oldest Academy Award winner for acting was Christopher Plummer,
Oh God!
82 years old.
And what was that?
I think it was called Suddenly, I believe. It was just a couple years
This was
ago.
very recently. That's right.
Yes, Christopher Plummer, and
Is
he
it-
played a very old queen.
And his house was unoccupied. So
Yeah, not Christopher Joe
not
Biden.
Christopher, yeah, Joe Biden's.
I thought he had like a
Christopher Plummer is living in his
conspiracy.
house. Yes.
What do you think? Is he going to run?
Yes,
I say yes.
I think so too.
I think Hillary's done.
Here's what's
You
going
think
on.
Hillary's done?
Yeah, I think she's done.
How do you know that?
What did the
I don't
aliens?
think she's able to. I don't think she's able to.
Nick,
you know,
who
to
do the aliens
overcome
want to win?
this stuff with the server along with
Obama.
everything else.
Oh.
And everybody knows Sanders.
I
is
could be
nut.
completely wrong, but that's my gut right now.
Wow.
Obama
That's
will stick around.
Third term.
He's going for. Let me tell you something. He's
Three-peat.
He's talking about it too much.
What's he?
He
gonna
has
do?
mentioned it
Well, how can he do it?
because he has the power to. I might be. I think I'm pretty correct. It just might sound so outrageous, but yes, I think he has the power to suspend the Constitution in the matter of a war, and
I'm gonna have to look at that. I think that's the
something like that.
22nd Amendment.
I know, but
I'm gonna
he
look that up.
He suspend it. It won't matter
No,
what
he
the
may- hey,
Constitution
listen,
says.
Right.
And that will make everybody pissed off and revolt. And, hey, they'll have to call in the National Guard.
Martial law.
He has mentioned it, man. He has mentioned it. He says, some people ask, would I run for a third term? But I can't because it's against the Constitution. It's like, well, what the fuck are you talking about it for? What the fuck are you talking about it for?
I didn't get no third term.
He didn't get no third term.
So
Depends on. I don't think he'd be Trump.
I'm telling you, man. Why talk about it? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, but he's going out with.
I think the Pope should run. Pope would be a good president.
There you
Gentlemen,
go.
I have to run.
All right. Well, it's great.
it was great having you.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time, and I'll call you about Sunday. Okay?
Yeah, definitely do that. And you got anything going on this weekend, Chris?
The Missouri game. That's about it. I'm
Mizzou
really excited
game.
for that Mizzou game.
I'm
I want to
telling
see
you.
some offense.
Are you kidding me? They're going to bring in this new kid, and he's going to take over here, and they win this one 35-17. Fuck Kentucky. I don't know
you
why.
think he plays?
I think
He
so.
plays?
They
God,
brought
I
him
hope
in
so.
last week.
Yeah,
They
I
brought
hope
him
he
in,
plays.
and then you know what the coach said? Pinkel, he turned around and said, well, they're supposed to boo you if you play bad.
Yeah.
That's what he said. It wasn't that doesn't sound like you're defending
No, it does
your
not.
QB, does
No.
it, when you say something like that?
No,
I'm
that
not a Matty
certainly
Mock
doesn't
fan.
sound like a defense. But you know what Einstein said about his quote
About Mizzou?
about the quarterback situation?
What's that?
No, Einstein had a very good quote. The most incomprehensible thing about our universe is that it's comprehensible.
Wow.
Think that one over.
Don't make me stick around.
It's heavy, man.
I don't think Nick gets that one. That's above Nick's head.
Oh, boy.
That turned him around. All right.
You brought Nick back.
Forget to get a donut.
I'm just gonna sit here so you don't get the last word in.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
he
say
will.
that's all.
He will too.
I'm just gonna sit here
No,
until you're
no,
done.
I'm taking off the headphones.
He'll,
Bye,
Taking
everybody.
off the headphones.
he'll come back in 15 minutes after the show's done recording. Hit record again. And
Fuck you.
Nick's an idiot. Bye.
I got the last word. All right, my friends from the Ochoman.
Wait a minute, Nick. Did you have something to say, Nick?
No, he's just looking out for you.
Sitting here, see.
What do you got going, Armand?
I'm going to get on Tinder. Huh?
Oh, you're
See
going
what's
back on
on?
Tinder?
Tinder.
Shoot on 2 loads and 1 condom. What a fucking man. Anyway, from the Ocho
Jealous?
Man and the crew, we are out of here, my friends.
Ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Who's with me? Let's go. Come on. Ah!
The Ocho Man, behind the 8 ball. Only on Ignotainment. Leave us your questions and comments below this podcast in the comments section of the iTunes podcast store.